In this video, we are going to look at the color replacement tool. The color replacement tool is a brush, so it lives with other brushes on the tools panel, and the keyboard shortcut for it is B. So what this tool allows us to do is to change color of objects by simply painting over them with a brush. So let me give you two examples. And because this brush works destructively, I'm going to make two copies of the background layer, like this. I'm going to rename them layer 1 and layer 2. So firstly, let's say that I wanted to change the yellow part of this letter R into maybe this orangey red color. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to change some of the settings for this tool. So first of all, I'm going to change the sampling to background swatch like this, limit to find edges, and then tolerance I'm going to set to 100%. Next, I am going to click onto the background color, and I'm going to sample this yellow color that we want to change, like this. And then I'm going to click onto the foreground color, and then pick the color that we want to change this color to. So I'm going to sample this color from the letter H, and then once again click OK. Now notice that we have different modes like hue, saturation, color, and luminosity. If I was to try painting with the color mode, and so now I want to make my brush a little bit smaller like this, and I want this brush to be a little bit softer, like this. So if I try painting over this area like this, you will see that I'm not getting this color, and this is because the luminosity of these two colors mismatch. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the mode to luminosity and then paint over this area like this. And then once again, I'm going to click onto the background color and I'm going to sample the new color from the letter R, click OK, and then I'm going to change the mode to color and then paint like this. So this way I managed to change the color to the red that I want. However, if we zoom in, you may find that the edges are a little bit too jagged. They don't look great. So in this case, what we can do is we can take the pen tool to make a precise selection of this area. So I've already done this. I have this path. I'm going to right click on it, click on make selection, and then apply a small radius to it, like 0.3 pixels, like this. Go back to the layer and then create a mask like this. So this fixes this problem somewhat. But another thing that you'll notice is if I turn this layer off, is that I now get a solid block of color this way. So I'm losing these shadows on the sides. So in order to fix this, I can actually change the blending mode to multiply, and this brings back the shadows. Then if you are left with some areas that are not quite right, you could maybe try to fix this by using a clone stamp. So we want to be on the current layer, we can sample from a nearby area and just paint in the bits that need to be fixed. So this is the before and after. Okay, so this first example was when we want to change an area that's uniform in color. Now let's try to do something slightly different. So I'm going to turn this layer on and bring it down. So let's say that we wanted to change the color of this pavement to something more greenish blue like the wall. So let's say that we wanted to match the color of the wall. So once again, I'm going to take the color replacement tool, but I'm going to change the settings somewhat. So now for sampling, I'm going to choose continuous, and for limits, I'm going to choose contiguous like this. Then I will sample the color, so option click onto the wall like this, and then I can start painting on the pavement like this to change its color. And now to do this quickly, I'm not going to worry about going over the edge of the pavement. I'm just going to do it very quickly like this. Maybe I can even use a slightly larger brush like this. And then once again, to constrain this adjustment to the pavement alone, I have made another path like this. I can command click to select it, then go to layers, and then once again make a mask like this.